going on, everybody? Joseph David here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Hello, everyone. Your host, Joseph David here for Worldwide Sport Updates. It is TGIF, and good morning. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. Let's recap the long week that just transpired. First and foremost, let's start off with some NBA news. The best and worst, ladies and gentlemen, the best and worst landing spots for every projected 2022 NBA lottery pick. Team fit plays a key role in a prospect's early development after the NBA draft. Landing with the right franchise could jumpstart a player's career. The wrong fit could derail it. Based on the strengths and weaknesses of the projected lottery pick in our latest mock draft, plus the rosters of their potential suitors, we picked the most and least desirable destinations for each. We only named teams that we deemed will have a realistic chance based on the lottery odds to select each prospect. Ochai Agbaji out of Kansas, shooting guard, senior. His best landing spot, New Orleans Pelicans. His worst landing spot, of course, the San Antonio Spurs. Paolo Banchero, Duke University, power forward, freshman. Best landing spot, San Antonio Spurs. The worst landing spot, Sacramento Kings. Malika Brenham, Ohio State, shooting guard, freshman. Best landing spot, New Orleans Pelicans. The worst landing spot, Charlotte Hornets. Johnny Davis, Wisconsin, shooting guard, sophomore. Best landing spot, the New York Knicks. The worst landing spot, Oklahoma City Thunder. Jalen Duren, Memphis, center, freshman. Best landing spot, Charlotte Hornets. The worst landing spot, the Cleveland Cavaliers. AJ Griffin, Duke University, small forward and power forward, freshman. His best landing spot, Sacramento Kings. His worst landing spot, Oklahoma City Thunder. Chet Holmgren, Gonzaga, power forward and center, freshman. Best landing spot, Oklahoma City Thunder. The worst landing spot is the Houston Rockets. Let's move over to some NFL news. With the 2022 NFL Draft less than 1 week away, prospects are making a late rise up on the boards. Teams and analysis began working on their NFL draft big boards more than a year in advance. But there's still room for movement during the run-up to the event. What a franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Many people ask, what does a franchise see on film that is the most important thing? But there's a reason for the whole process. All-star games, the combine, and the pro days are all pieces of the puzzle that give a prospect multiple chances to improve their stocking. Well, improve their stock, pretty much. Linebacker Leo Chenal out of Wisconsin. His post-combine mock is currently not available. His current mock is number 79. The post-combine mock draft accounted for the first 103 picks, and Wisconsin linebacker Leo Chenal scouting report was nowhere to be found. With the pre-draft process complete, Chenal is projected to easily be a third rounder. The scouting department predicted the Los Angeles Chargers will take the linebacker with the 79th pick. Edge Arnold Apataki out of Penn State. His post-combine mock is currently at number 40 overall. His current mock is currently number 35 overall. Arnold Apataki, his scouting report, only jumped 5 spots from one mock draft to the next. But the real increase came on the scouting department's big board, where the Penn State, ladies and gentlemen, edge rusher jumped 12 spots from number 27 all the way to number 39. Jalen Patere out of Baylor. Post-combine, his post-combine mock is currently at number 58 overall. His current mock is currently at number 46 overall. Baylor safety Jalen Patere. His scouting report did not run the 40-yard dash at the combine, but it did show off his straight line speed at his pro day. Senior Bowl director Jim Nagy reported that scouts timed his pro day run at 4.44 seconds. That performance, along with his showing in the Senior Bowl, have helped his draft stock. Offensive tackler Tyler Smith out of Tulsa. Post-combine mock is number 64 overall. His current mock is number 50 overall. Tyler Smith, his scouting report saw an increase in his standing on the post-combine big board from the Bleacher Report analyst Brandon Torn, thanks to his combine performance. Let's move over to some Major League Baseball news. Dave Stewart, who led the group preparing bid for Major League Baseball team in Nashville. A group of investors led by retired Oakland Athletics pitcher Dave Stewart is attempting to bring a Major League Baseball franchise to the city of Nashville, Tennessee, according to ESPN's Howard Bryant. The group is comprised mostly of minority investors, which can make a potential Nashville club the first in league history with a majority ownership made up of minority individuals, Bryant adds. Stewart explained the relocation could not happen until Major League Baseball and Commissioner Robert Medford first resolved stadium issues concerning the A's and the Tampa Bay Rays. Both clubs are considering relocation, with the Oakland A's eyeing Las Vegas as a potential new home, while the Rays attempted to put a dual city plan in place with Montreal before Major League Baseball rejected that idea. Stewart said his ownership group includes former U.S. Attorney General Alberto Gonzalez. The Negro League Baseball Museum is also partnering with Stewart, according to Bryant. The group intends to raise $2 billion to purchase a team that would play under the proposed name of the Nashville Stars. The pitch clock shaving 20 minutes off of minor league games while scoring nearly the same. The implementation of a strict pitch clock across minor league baseball has shaved 20 minutes off game times, dramatically speeding up the pace while not having a demonstrable effect on scoring, setting the stage for Major League Baseball to implement a clock in the 2023 season. Over the first 132 minor league games that included a 14-second clock with the bases empty, 18-second clock with runners on, and penalties for pitchers and hitters that run afoul of it. The average game time was 2 hours, 39 minutes in a controlled set of 335 games run without the clock to begin the season. Games lasted an average of 2 hours and 59 minutes, around the same 3 hour and 3 minute average in 5,000 plus non-clock games during the 2021 season. More than 1/3 of minor league games over the 3-day sample, with the clock ending in less than 2 hours and 30 minutes, including one game that finished in 1 hour and 59 minutes and another in 2 hours. 27% of games fell within the 2 minute to 30 second range and 2 minutes and 40 second range, nearly 3 times the percentage in the year 2021. Only 15% of games exceeded 3 hours, compared to 50% of those games last season with no timer in place. Scoring was essentially flat, with the non-clock testing set yielding 5.13 runs and 16.1 hits per game, while the clock game featured 5.11 runs and 15.9 hits. Let's move over to some NHL news. Many people are asking, why is the NHL deciding to expanding the Stanley Cup playoffs? Why must they expand the Stanley Cup playoffs? That's what also people are wondering. The last few weeks of the 2021-2022 NHL season have had all the drama of a foregone conclusion. The Eastern Conference playoff field has been set since, Halloween of 2021. The 8 playoff teams aren't jockeying for position as much as they're letting the chips fall where they may and hoping not to lose any vital players to injury before the real postseason starts. The Western Conference has an actual playoff race between Vegas Golden Knights and Shinda Verde, with the Vancouver Canucks attempting a last-second surge. Otherwise, the West is set, and has been for some time. After adding Vegas and Seattle in the last 5 years, the NHL now has 32 teams. Half of them do not qualify for the playoffs. That is abjectly prosperous and deleterious to growing the game. Here's what the NHL postseason should look like going forward. 20 teams, 10 from each conference. Start with a play-in round featuring the number 7 and 10 seeds, adapting the NBA's efficient and fair format. After the play-in round, the undeniably perfect 16-team battle of attrition known as the Stanley Cup playoffs. Okay, almost perfect. Reorganize the final 4 teams by regular season record, foregoing geographic designations in lieu of potential rivalry matchups for the Cup. Be happy, print money, and let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on this Sunday's live podcast from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Till then, enjoy this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great and safe weekend. And hit the like button on our YouTube channel and subscribe for the latest sports updates that you would like to listen to all over the world happening in our generation of sports. Again, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates. Your podcast, your news, your local community. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday.